Inspector. It's Saturday, July 22nd, a little after 5 o'clock in the evening. Getting this video out a little later than usual because I was at an all-day swim tournament for my kids. And I'm actually on my way to something else, so I'm riding shotgun trying to make a video, so you'll hear some turn signals and maybe some beeping throughout the video. But this is the video. We're not covering any yield max funds, no round hill funds. This is just my personal trades throughout the week, and it's going to be a shorter video because I didn't make very many trades. So I'm also including an update for the channel. Kind of exciting news, but we'll get started. Start with our two poor man's covered calls. The first one is on Intel. Poor man covered call being buying a deep in the money call or a leap, which I did for Intel with a strike of 15 back on March 28th, and then I've been selling calls off of that since then. Currently I have one expiring this coming Friday for 23, and as you can see, Intel closed on Friday at 23.43, so the call that I originally purchased is worth $9.20, and the covered call that's sold would cost 78 cents right now to close it. I'm going to let that run through the rest of the week unless I get an opportunity to close it nice and cheap, but it's sitting right around the nice price range, real close to the strike to be able to get a good amount of money on the roll coming up. Obviously Intel has gone up some lately, so my purchased call is actually worth more than I paid for it. I paid $8.95. It's worth $9.20, plus I have collected money along the way from selling calls. So, but no trades were performed this past week, so that's a quick update on that one. SoFi is similar. That's our other poor man's covered call. And the reason, just in case if you don't follow that, right, it costs a lot less money to do a poor man's covered call than to buy the 100 shares themselves and then sell calls off of them, because you're only buying a call. So as long as you sell the other call at a higher strike than the one that you purchased, you're basically protected. Worst case scenario, you just get called away. Your other call could get called away. Of course, you have to call your brokerage to make that happen. But so this one, I bought it at a $5 strike back on April 3rd. Everybody remembers April 3rd. That was basically the low of the market. So I did well buying it there. I've been selling. I paid $6.83 for it. It is currently worth $16.95. So it's gone up in value by over $1,000. This one's looking like it could end up getting called away from me soon. I rolled out on the last one because it was going up so much. In order to roll up and out, I had to go all the way out to August with a $15 strike, and since then the stock just hasn't stopped. It's up over 21. So somebody's going to call these shares away at some point, and I will have to probably close out my leap in order to fulfill that order. So not the original plan. I wanted to just sell all the way till the ending expiration date and continue to collect money, but hey, it's going to still end up being $1,000 win at the end, so it's okay if it doesn't go according to my plan. But again, no trades were performed on that one this week, and I will continue to not really perform any trades on that until it gets closer to expiration, unless I'm forced. Okay, now we can get into, alright, so this is one more. So this is a wheel strategy is what I like to trade. That's where you sell puts, cash secured puts. Eventually you get assigned, and then from there you sell covered calls. And if you get assigned, you go back to puts. So far I've been selling cash secured puts since May 23rd on Bitto, and have not been assigned yet. So I didn't update that, so you don't have to pay attention to that, but I've collected $153 so far selling these. I have a one expiring on the 25th with a $20 strike, and this is a put now, so it's opposite thinking from the calls we were just talking about. The price of the stock would have to fall below 20 for these to get assigned. It's currently sitting at 22.72, so they are not in danger. It looks like when these, I'll probably get a chance to close these out cheap in the near future, or if not, I'll just wait and then roll them when the time comes. But no trades performed on them this week as well. Now we're getting to the trades, and this is why I said this video is going to be pretty short, because I didn't make very many. I did get impatient though. If you've watched these videos before, you know IonQ is my favorite. You can see all the trades. Those are all the puts, and then assignments or closings, right? So even though it was up real nice and high, it had a down day. So I decided to take advantage and sell a put. So the stock was at $42.92. I sold a $41 put for the following Friday. It was 4.68% out of the money, and I collected $89. Unfortunately, the stock continued to drop even throughout the rest of the day, from $42.92 down to $41.81. So I could have gotten almost double the price for it if I had waited. I got impatient. I knew I was being impatient, but I had 0 option sales for the week, and I just wanted to bring in some money. So either way, I collected $89, and it's currently not in the money. So we will just play this one by ear throughout the week and see how it goes. Overall, trading IonQ this year, I've made $950 profit. Okay, and then the last option play is TSLL. I went had a fun week the previous week, selling lots of TSLL options for various dates, and then this, if you remember, what was it, last Monday, or I think it was, when Elon and President Trump got into an argument and Tesla took a hit. So I went and sold all kinds of puts. Well, then this week Tesla did well, and TSLL went back up. So I did close the majority. As you can see, the dates for closing were all this week. That'd be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Closed out a total of 7 contracts. So we'll start with this first one. It was actually good for a whole nother week. I collected 37 cents per share, or $37. I closed it for $4, so I got to keep almost 90% there. Next, I had 950s that were expiring this past Friday. Collected $38, paid $2 to close them out, so I got to keep well over my 90 mark. I had more at 1050 expiring on Friday. Collected $25, again paid $2, so keeping more than 90%. And finally, the big move I made on Monday, that was what it was when they got in the argument. It dropped. I sold 850 puts for that Friday, 4 contracts at that point, only collecting $14 each, but a total of $53 once you take out the commission. Collected on Monday, and then on Wednesday I was able to close those out at 2 cents each, or $2 total each. So collected $53, paid $8 to close it out. Not quite the 80 or the 90% capture, but 2 days free money. I took it. But the reason I only closed things out and didn't sell more is because TSLL just wasn't given decent premiums for this upcoming week. I didn't want to sell too high. I already got impatient and sold when I shouldn't have on IonQ. I didn't want to double up the mistake, and especially with, Tesla finds itself in a lot of trouble every time those two get in an argument. So I didn't make any sales, but I do plan on, if I catch a bad day this coming week, I will sell more puts. I didn't really like having, 8 open puts all at once in Tesla, so maybe I'll be a little less risky on that one. And finally, I do still have one left. That's a $7.25 $10. I collected $62 for it. I could have closed it for like $50 some. It would have been a win, but it just barely. So I'm just going to let that one ride for now and see what happens. All right, that's it for all my options. And then as far as dividends for the week, it was a low week. I didn't have an individual payer like Misty, Nefli, Amzi, Aptly. Those fall in other weeks. So I only had my 2 weekly payers, YMAX and Ulti. YMAX paid $28.56 this week, and Ulti paid $48 this week. I did use some of this week's and last week's money to buy some more shares. I got another 100 shares of Ulti, picked up a couple more shares of Misty, a couple more of Nefli, Amzi, and Aptly. Now that I'm making this video, I did realize I did not update these current prices or cost basis. For the most part, I bought down my average. I might have brought it up a couple cents on Ulti, but so that's okay. For the month so far, this month, July, I've collected a total of $369 in dividends. We're only 2 weeks in, and so far for the year, it's $22.87. So this week's trading, although it's small, at least it was a win. Collected $76.56 in dividends and $88.32 total on IonQ. And why does that say $37.09? Did I sell more? Oh yeah, that was this week. I forgot. I said on Monday I made that sale and then closed it out on Friday or Wednesday. So total of $125 between those two options. So all in all, a $200 positive week. Less than usual, but that's okay. I've got all the money sitting in cash, ready to make trades as the week opens up and opportunities make themselves available. I do still have a put sold on Ulti. I'm going to continue to do that. Just sell $6 puts each month. Even if it only gets $10, $15 a month, that's fine, because if I ever get one assigned, I will happily add 100 shares at below a $6 cost basis. So that's the trading update. I just wanted to do a small channel update. I appreciate everybody, all the likes and shares and comments. Everybody's lots of subscribers. We're up to 1,420-ish. Let's see. 1,428. Had over 600 just in the last 28 days. So things have picked up well. I appreciate it. We've got a couple different things we cover now. We got Yield Max, individual income funds. We cover 7 of those. We've got videos for them. Cover the regular Yield Max weekly payers, Ulti and LFGY. There's everybody's favorite. Definitely get the most views there. And then recently, this past week, I added Roundhill, the 0 DTE ETFs, covering the NASDAQ 100, the S&P 500, and the Russell 2000. So if you haven't seen them yet, check them out. And then a little bit of exciting news, right? I hit the other goal, first goal, the criteria to be able to make any money on YouTube is 1,000 subscribers. That was the first goal. We hit that. And then this week we hit the second goal of 4,000 watch time hours. So I just took a screenshot so I could show it to you guys. So I went ahead and clicked on the buttons and signed up and got the message today. Congrats, you're a YouTube partner. So moving forward, I will be able to start making some money from this. Obviously, it won't be very much to begin with, but hey, we made it. We made it to the goal in under 3 months. A little like two months and 2 weeks. So as of right now, there's like a delay. So even though they show my 4,000 hours, this is only as of July 7th. So it looks like I only have 3,500 hours. So I just need some days to tick away for this to catch up before that one. So for right now, it's not really much. It's just the you can earn money through supers, and I don't even really know that much about what it is. I guess I shouldn't have clicked on that. Chats and stickers and stuff, and I could make a membership thing, but I don't really know what I would have a membership for. I got to give you guys all the information that I have, so no reason to charge you for a membership. It allows me to open up a store or a market as well and sell things, but I don't really have anything to sell. So looking forward to just making money through advertising on YouTube coming up. But thank you, everyone. Hope you have a great weekend. You probably easily beat me in trading this week since I hardly made any trades. But if not, hey, you got one more video coming out this week. Tomorrow, or weekend, tomorrow will be the week look ahead and the payment distribution guesstimate for ULTI and LFGY. Make sure you check it out. And I got a dad joke of the day. I almost forgot. All right. This one's not that great, but did you hear about the whale that swallowed a clown? Yeah, he said it made him feel a little funny. Oh, do you hear my wife just kind of chuckled? She laughs at every joke, though, so I can't run them by her. Okay, we're off to dinner. Have a good night. Catch you in the video tomorrow.